It's Joshua here. That's right, I'm fucking back. Back again for one more episode of the Bible and an atheist point of view. Where I, the atheist, the heathen, the infidel, am reading from the Bible, the New International Version that I stole from my motel. Well, it rhymed. And I've already beat the shit out of it. Anyways, why am I doing this, you ask? For the simple reason, it's fucking hysterical! I fucking think it's so goddamn funny sometimes, because the way they word shit, the way they say, you know, like, oh, there's too many examples. Fuck, watch my previous videos, you'll get what I mean. Okay? Good. And of course, before I go on, because the music must rock on. Alright. We left off in chapter 31, Numbers 31, and, well, I just gotta say that this fucking chapter is really fucked up. Because this is one of those chapters, there's a good reason why I didn't read it in Sunday school. Anyway, verse 1, the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, verse 2, okay, that's the first verse. Wow. Verse 2, avenge the people of Israel on the Midianites. Afterwards you shall be gathered to your people. Avenge. Okay, whatever. Verse 3, so far God is still a douchebag as always. Verse 3, so Moses spoke to the people, saying, arm men from among you for the war, that they may go against Midian to execute the Lord's vengeance on Midian. Lord's vengeance, isn't that nice? Vengeance. Kill more, people of God. Kill more. Did you kill enough? Would you drown them all? Verse 4, you shall send 1,000 from each of the tribes of Israel to the war. Verse 5, so there were provided out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 from each tribe, 12,000 armed for war. How many Midians were there? God. Verse 6, as Moses sent them to the war, 1,000 from each tribe, together with Phinehas, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the priest, with the vessels of the sanctuary and the trumpet with the alarm in his hand. Verse 7, they warred against Midian, as the Lord commanded Moses, because the Lord, didn't want to get his hands dirty, and killed every male. Yeah, fuck the commandments, right? Yeah. Verse 8, they killed the kings of Midian with the rest of slain. Evi. The rest of their slain. Evi. That's one name. Rakem. Zur. Her. Reba. The 5 kings of Midian. And they also killed Balaam, the son of Beor, with the sword. I don't think they had guns back then. What other fucking choice did you have but rocks? How nice. Yeah. So, yeah. A lot of killing going on right now. I can see why this was not, yeah. Verse 9, and the people of Israel took after the women of Midian and their little ones, and they took as plunder as their cattle, their flocks, and all their goods. Kidnapping, child molestation, thanks God. Verse 10, and other cities in the places where they lived, and all their encampments they burned with fire. Oh, you better. Oh, fuck. Verse 11, and took all the spoil and all the plunder, both man and the beast. Plunder! Rape, pillage, and plunder is more like it. Jesus, they're like fucking pirates. Kill them all! Save the virgins for themselves! Verse 12, then they brought the captives, the plunder, and the spoil to Moses. I wonder what they're spoiling. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's theirs, whether it's spoiled or not! And to Eleazar the priest, and to the congregation of the people of Israel, and the camp on the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. Verse 13, Moses and Eleazar, the priests and all the chiefs of the congregation, went to meet them outside the camp. Okay, they had special reservations, I guess. Verse 14, and Moses was angry with the offenders of the army, the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds. Okay, where's the commanders of tens and fives and twos? Who had come from the service in the war? Verse 15, Moses said to them, have you let all the women live? How dare you? What are you doing letting women live? Verse 16, behold, these on Balaam's advice caused the people of Israel to act treacherously against the Lord in the incident PR. And so the plague came among the congregation of the Lord. Verse 17, now therefore kill every male among the little ones. And kill every woman who has known man by lying with him. Yeah, never got read. Verse 18, but all the young girls, oh, I love this. So after genocide, verse 18, but all the young girls who have not known a man by lying with him, keep them alive themselves. Kidnapping, rape, child molestation, perhaps. Verse 19, in camp, outside the camp, 7 days, whoever of you has killed any person and whoever has touched any slain, purify yourselves and your captives. And on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, purify yourselves? Like what? It's like you had any Purell back then. A hot shower I don't think was an option. Verse 20, you shall purify every garment, every article of skin, all work of goat's hair, and every article of wood. How? Verse 21, then Eleazar the priest said to the men in the army who had gone to battle, this is the statute of the law that the Lord has commanded Moses, for he is one sick, twisted fuck. Verse 22, only the gold, the silver, and the bronze, the iron, the tin, and the lead. Verse 23, see, God is more worried about money than anybody else. You love money, God, don't you? Everything that can stand the fire, you shall pass through the fire. And it shall be clean, the fire. Fire! Nevertheless, it shall also be purified with the water for impurity. This is, of course, probably the same water that gets in the Jonah. And whatever cannot stand the fire, you shall pass through the water. Verse 24, you must wash your clothes on the 7th day, and you shall be clean, because of the community laundromat just down the street. And afterwards you may come into the camp. Seriously, how many loincloths could they possibly own? I thought they just wore the same one back then, you know, like on the Flintstones. Verse 25, the Lord said to Moses, and that was all that verse was. Verse 26, take the count of the plunder that was taken. Yeah, they're fucking pirates. Jesus. Yahweh's the fucking, he's the fucking leader of them all. Both the man and the beast. Understand it's probably just some other dude that's got some trickery or some shit. He's fucking with them the whole time to figure it out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just some dude that figured out how to fuck with all this. You and Eleazar, the priest and the head of the fathers' houses of the congregation. Verse 27, and divide the plunder into 2 parts between the warriors, went out into battle, and all the congregation. Verse 28, and levy for the world the tribute of the men of war. Tribute to the war. Yes! God, tribute to war! And now we don't have to wonder whether anymore America is a Christian nation. I do believe it is. Alright, let's see, where were we? We're cherishing the war. Oh, right here. Okay, and levy for the war for the tribute from the men in the war, and went out to battle, 1 out of 500 of the people, and of the oxen, and of the donkeys, and of the flocks. Verse 89, take it from the half and give it to Elijah, the priest, the contribution to the Lord, because, yeah, he fucking deserves it. Verse 30, and from the people of Israel's half you shall take 1 drawn out of every 50 of the people, of the oxen, of the donkeys, and of the flocks, and of the cattle, and give them to the Levites, who keep God over the tabernacle of the Lord. Verse 31, and Moses and Eleazar and the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. They saw it. Do it. Yeah. They saw the sign of Notre Dame. Verse 32. Now the plunder remaining of the spoil that the army took was 675,000 sheep. Exactly. Not one off. No odd numbers, remember, in the Old Testament. 72,000 cattle, 61,000 donkeys, and 32,000 persons in all, women who had not known man by lying with him. Wow! They have 32,000 women that they are going to rape, molest, and force to marry them. Cool, huh? No, not really. It's actually pretty fucked up. Yep. 52,000. Verse 35 and number 31. Verse 36, and half of the portion of those who had gone out in the army numbered 335,500 sheep. I'm glad sheep would seem to be more important. You know, it was left last. Verse 37, and the Lord's tribute of sheep was 675. Oh my God, an odd number! Only the sheep. 675. Verse 38, I guess somebody fucking figured out, you better make one of those odd. It's going to look a little retarded. No, we would never think you made this shit up. Never! Verse 38. The cattle were 36,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 72. Okay? Verse 39. The donkeys were 30,500, of which the Lord's tribute was 61. Oh my God, another odd number. Verse 40. The persons were 16,000, of which the Lord's tribute was 32% persons. What the fuck? Why does God need fucking 32 of the fucking virgins? Oh, you sick bastard. God, you're fucked up! Verse 41, and Moses gave the tribute, which was the contribution for the Lord, to Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses. From the people of Israel's half, which Moses separated from that of the men who had served in the army. Verse 43, now the congregation's half was 337,500 sheep. Verse 44, 36,000 cattle. Verse 45, 30,500 donkeys. Verse 46, and 16,000 persons that they're going to rape and fucking sodomize. Verse 47, from the people of Israel, Moses. What? From the people of Israel's half, Moses took one of for every 50. God, they fucking hyphenated Moses' name. Threw me off. Both the persons and of the beast, and gave them to the Levites, who kept the best genes, and also kept guard over the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. Moses is the puppet. God's got his hand up his ass. Verse 49, and said to Moses, your servants have counted the men of war and who are under our command, and there is not a man missing from us. Wow. Verse 50, and we have brought the Lord's offering, what each man found, articles of gold, armlets, and bracelets, signet rings, earrings, and beads, to make atonement for ourselves before the Lord. So you get a whole bunch of fucking shit you don't need, and this will put you with God. Hey, America, just keep doing what you're doing. Buy a bunch of shit you don't need. You'll get here with God. Alright. Alright, right here. Verse 51, and Moses and Eleazar and the priest received them from the gold, all crafted articles. All blah 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 bling. Verse 52, and all the gold of the contribution that they presented to the Lord, from the commanders of thousands and the commanders of hundreds. What? 16,750 shekels. Shekels. Verse 53, the men in the army had each taken plunder for himself. So great, they all got some, they all raped someone, they all killed someone. Good for them, they all got a nice pile of gold that they can't really spend anywhere because they pretty much live in the motherfucking wilderness. Yeah, great! Fuck! Last verse, 54. And Moses and Eleazar the priest received the gold from the commanders of thousands of hundreds and brought it into the tent of meeting as a memorial for the people of Israel before the Lord. A memorial? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh! Kill them and then make them a tombstone. Well, kids, once again, this has been Joshua, and this has been the Bible in an atheist point of view.